our next question is why creative technologies are the key for growing business. Why it is very important nowadays. While there is no doubt that technology has always been present in the creative industry, its accelerated use has disrupted almost every aspect of our lives. Marketers regularly use tools to enable more efficient work and speed up workflow, while data is useful for information informing a campaign direction. However, questions over the purpose of technology remain. Creatives recognize that while technology can act as an enabler of creativity, they can't become too reliant or on a distracted by technological developments as it could trivialize the campaign message. The necessary fine line between experimenting with the new tech and focusing on the campaign's core message to ensure that the idea is creative and more important remain relevant. The drum in partnership with MailChimp has launched a guide for growing business to discuss some of the issues small to medium sized enterprises SMEs face today when it comes to business growth. The guide further explores how SMEs are achieving growth by finding a balance between creativity and tech. Know your tech. It is difficult to define technology today. Use creative director Kate Line from improvement and everything in camera, CGI techniques to artificial intelligence software. It all falls under the same umbrella, and you can't really work without it in some way. Tech fall under so many categories and it is used such varied way that separating the tech from the creative can be difficult to do. Limeham urged marketers to become really familiar with tech they are working with so they can continue to find room experimentation. If you don't have enough of an understanding of the tech itself when you can't think of ways to manipulate it, she adds, reimagining what a piece of technology can do is a part of process. At Unit 9, we have used GPS system across three different jobs, with each providing totally different creative outcomes, even though the base technology is the same. Resisting tech trend. It can be tempting to plunge head first into the tech and try out a new innovation as they arise, but Nexus Interactive Art executive producer Colin Davis urged marketers to proceed with caution and not get swept up by tech trend. The real source of a lot of what people perceive as technology getting in the way of creativity stems from how technology get covered in the press. He says, novelty and words first get attention and thus there is a PR premium placed on which cause the technology to drive the creative which really result in amazing work that stands the test of time. Widen Kennedy's head of technology, Michael Naman, agrees the industry needs restraint using tech for sake, text for tech's sake, or else we risk undermining creativity. As we as an industry are fantastic at novel glazing, we continually fetishes over what we can do with technology and forget about what technology is doing to our client business, he says. These businesses will be unrecognizable in next 5 to 10 years as they continue as they digitize what they do. Collaborative process. Streaming the creative process and getting creatives to work more closely with tech developer is one way to make sure that the process is a bit more joined up, bringing creatives and coders together at the beginning of a brief can yield fantastic result, but you have to be willing to learn, he says. You can't just rock up with a tech idea and expect to it work out of the box. It can be unnerving to hand over your idea to a team of a coder who are going to tell you that certain bits aren't going to work. So focus on building trust between teams and production companies.